Minneapolis. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
It was good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 10 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Carrier.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
Confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. On 3rd down, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Side of midfield at the 45. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive player because if they runner to find a hole.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Oh, that's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
No good.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They will throw on first down with Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 34.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And the lead moves to 10-0.
Makes the score. Vikings.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On second down, Burrow. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to put this one away.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter. As he
Fourth down.
and how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down. Here's Burrow. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Bengals, nothing.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to sling this deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings! Big play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Burrow will throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
Johnson on the counter. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Burrow.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it's
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They go back to the ground with Johnson.
Carry on Johnson.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cincinnati.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
6 yards.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
A loss of 6 yards.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Right back to him on 1st down. So he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Bengal first down.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Bengals.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Burrow on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is long it's over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to...
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Let's go! The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Minnesota,